is about Prime Minister Modi's response to Rahul Gandhi Shakti jibe. He said, "For me, every mother, daughter is form of Shakti." Because Rahul Gandhi's earlier remark on Shakti at Mumbai rally had sparked a row. Rahul, while addressing the rally marking the conclusion of Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra, said PM Modi can't win elections without EVMs. He compared BJP to the powerful symbol of Shakti and said that the opposition is fighting against this Shakti. He also targeted PM Modi and said Modi is only a mask that works to gain the Shakti. The Prime Minister also hit back at Rahul Gandhi's overall tone on Shakti. But ultimately, he had to clarify his remark. So why did Rahul Gandhi say this? Did Rahul Gandhi get it wrong? Did Rahul Gandhi, instead of using the word takat, used Shakti? And did Rahul Gandhi fail to understand that the Shakti, Bharat Mata, Shakti Peeth, the Shakti in the larger Hindu pantheon is a word for the goddess? I think what has happened is that it has given Bharatiya Janata Party a very strong position to again take over the narrative for a couple of more days from the Congress Party, where he attacks and the Congress Party will end up responding. So now, first listen to the Rahul Gandhi's bite, then to Prime Minister, and then again the clarification of Rahul Gandhi.
हिंदू धर्म में शक्ति शब्द होता है। हम शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं, एक शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं। अब सवाल उठता है, वो शक्ति क्या है? जैसे किसी ने यहां कहा, राजा की आत्मा ईवीएम में है। सही है, सही है। राजा की आत्मा ईवीएम में है। हिंदुस्तान की हर संस्था में है, ईडी में है, सीबीआई में है, इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट में है। एक वरिष्ठ नेता, नाम नहीं लेना चाहता हूं, इसी प्रदेश के एक वरिष्ठ नेता कांग्रेस पार्टी को छोड़ते हैं और रो के कहते हैं, मेरी मां से रो के कहते हैं कि सोनिया जी, मुझे शर्म आ रही है, मेरे में इन लोगों से, इस शक्ति से लड़ने की हिम्मत नहीं है, मैं जेल नहीं जाना चाहता हूं। और ये एक नहीं है, ऐसे हजारों लोग डराए गए हैं। क्या आप सोचते हो शिवसेना के लोग, एनसी के लोग ऐसे ही चले गए? नहीं। जिस शक्ति की मैं बात कर रहा हूं, उन्होंने उनका गला पकड़कर उनको बीजेपी की ओर किया है और वो सब डर के गए हैं।
जहां से इंडी अलायंस ने अपनी घोषणा पत्र जाहिर किया और उन्होंने कहा है कि उनकी लड़ाई शक्ति के खिलाफ है, मेरे लिए हर मां शक्ति का रूप है, हर बेटी शक्ति का रूप है। और मेरी इन माताओं बहनों की तरफ से, माताओं बहनों, आपको मैं शक्ति के रूप में पूजा करता हूं। मैं भारत मां का पुजारी हूं। मैं आप शक्ति स्वरूपा सब माता बहन बेटियों का भी पुजारी हूं। और जिन्होंने कल शिवाजी पार्क में इंडिया अलायंस ने अपना घोषणा पत्र शक्ति को खत्म करने के लिए किया है, मैं इस चुनौती को स्वीकार करता हूं और मैं इन शक्ति स्वरूपा माताओं बहनों की रक्षा के लिए जान की बाजी लगा दूंगा.
So why is Rahul Gandhi getting the words in Hindi wrong? You know, it's not something that Rahul Gandhi has done for the first time. This is in continuation from 2004 onwards. He fails to get the Hindi words right. He fails to get Hindustani words right. On this, I'm joined by Ajit Jha, senior journalist, and in studio, my input editor Brijesh Pandey. But straight to Ajit Jha. Ajit, I mean to say, is there a problem learning Hindi language or Hindustani to use words like खून खौल जाएगा, इन ताकतों के मैं खिलाफ हूँ और इस देश के नौजवानों के साथ में खड़ा हूँ? I mean to say, he used the word युवा till I just could not listen to it, and now again to use the word Shakti is something anyone who has comfort in Hindi or Hindustani would not do it.
Absolutely. Think of it, this gentleman, Rahul Gandhi, has just started his Nyay Yatra all the way from Manipur via Assam, right? Kamrup Kamakhya. That is supposed to be, it's a tantric cult, just like where I come from, Mithila or Bengal. These are all forms of Shakti worship. How can a person who's just walked the length and breadth of India just doesn't know the meaning of the word Shakti? It's such a revered word. Shakti for us is goddess. Shakti for us is Mother Earth. Shakti for us is mother, sister, daughter, as our Prime Minister Narendra Modi pointed out. But I am dumbfounded as to why he didn't know the meaning of the word Shakti. I have never heard the use of the word Shakti as a metaphor for the Leviathan state that he's talking about. He could have just said state power if he doesn't know Hindi. He just doesn't connect. I think after this election for the next 5 years, I think he should take a coaching in Hindi, Sanskrit, the languages of this country, because he went all the way to Harvard. You had Diane Eck as one of the greatest intellectuals on Hindu religion. What did he learn there? I fail to understand. And then after that, this is the other question in my mind. Rahul Gandhi ko gussa kyun aata hai? He's firing on all cylinders and he keeps misfiring here and there. There is no cogency in the argument that he makes. He went and attacked Ashok Chavan without naming him, saying Meri Mata ji se mila, aur uske baad roya. And then again he uses that word Shakti wrong. And then Ashok Chavan turns around and said, I didn't even meet Sonia Gandhi before I resigned. So the problem with him is he's full of anger and he's fretting and fuming, but he is just doesn't know. I mean, I wish like his father.
You are right. You are right. You are right, Ajit. Let me just read out his clarification. He hasn't changed the goalpost. There is one thing which is consistent about Mr. Rahul Gandhi, despite being so inconsistent in so many things, that if he takes a position on something which he is convinced, he will not change it. So, he has tweeted out, he said, उस शक्ति को मैं पहचानता हूँ, उस शक्ति को नरेंद्र मोदी जी भी पहचानते हैं, वो किसी प्रकार की कोई धार्मिक शक्ति नहीं, वो धर्म भ्रष्टाचार और असत्य की शक्ति है, इसलिए जब मैं उसके खिलाफ आवाज़ उठाता हूँ, then he went on to say, then he says, उसी शक्ति को भारत के बंदरगाह, भारत के हवाई अड्डे दिए जाते हैं, जब भारत के युवा को अग्निवीर का तोहफा दिया जाता है, जिससे उनकी हिम्मत टूटी है. देन इसे उस शक्ति के लिए नरेंद्र मोदी जी भारत के बैंकों से 1000 करोड़ रुपए कर्ज माफ करते हैं. ये वो एक ऐसी शक्ति है जिसने आज भारत की आवाज़ को, भारत की संस्थाओं को, सीबीआई, आईटी, ईडी को, चुनाव आयोग को, मीडिया उद्योग को दबा दिया. The bottom line is, even if Rahul Gandhi tweets out all this, it doesn't make a difference, because BJP every given day is seizing the narrative from the Congress party right before the Lok Sabha elections. Brijesh.
Well, I think, one thing is very clear, and I think, you and I have covered Rahul Gandhi for more than, a decade and a half. and we have known one thing very clear, that if he speaks in English, he makes perfect sense. But the second he starts translating from English to Hindi and then speaking, then everything is lost in translation. This is something which we have debated innumerable number of times, and I think that has that gaffe has happened. Unfortunately, this is happening at the time of a crucial time of a couple of months before the election, and he started by saying Hindu dharma. Instead of Hindu dharma, he just said that Hindi mein ek shabd hai Shakti. We could have still understood. Basically, he was trying to say takat. But he went on to, when you are doing the translation, you go for the more cliched translation of the word rather than you go for the word which is in usage, normal usage.
I don't disagree with you, Brijesh. Ajit, Rajiv Gandhi picked up the nuances of Hindustani very quickly. But 20 years Mr. Gandhi has failed to do so. Why is this different?
Rahul Gandhi became a prime minister also. He was.
I mean to say there's a difference, because you have been talking about Rahul Gandhi. In my show you spoke about Rahul Gandhi. Rajiv Gandhi picked up nuances of Hindi pretty quickly. Rahul has not.
No, he hasn't at all. In fact, his sister, Priyanka, maybe she should have been allowed to speak in Shivaji Park. She would have done a much better job. I think Rahul keeps talking about Mohabbat ka dukaan and all, but he's actually very angry from inside. And when you are so angry, then you can never do, you can't talk to the masses with some element of, cogency, coherent speech. That is his problem. And the other thing is, he's surrounded by guys, like Yogendra Yadav or someone else could have written a great speech for him in Hindi. But he doesn't do that. Unlike his mother, who you would read prepared speeches, he just fires on all cylinders suddenly, and you don't know where is he going with it. In fact, it's total. You're sitting there with trepidation. What is the next word he'll utter, which will take him in a completely wrong direction?
But Ajit, how does one succeed in democracies? Popular leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, even a colonialist and a racist like Churchill, or even I would say presidents like Barack Obama, or I can just go on. There were powerful orators. The first thing you require in Narendra Modi.
Yeah.
Powerful orators.
Absolutely. Vajpayee ji.
Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Powerful. That's what distinguished Advani from Vajpayee. Oratory. I mean, how can you survive without this oratory in Indian politics?
I agree. I totally agree. I think he is just cut out for, someone has written a speech for him. He goes and reads out at Stanford or Cambridge. There, I think he does, as Brijesh rightly pointed out, an okay job. But when he has to talk to the Indian masses, and he has this responsibility of as being the de facto leader of the India bloc, he just fails. He doesn't have cultural connect. He talks, if you will see, in his sentences are 4 words, 5 words, right? As if he's speaking in staccato Hindi. He just can't frame a proper sentence in Hindi, which his mother also can, being an Italian, but he has just picked up that. And I think he keeps talking about this Mohabbat ki dukaan and all that. I think he should just relax. Even before the speech, if you saw him, when the cameras were focusing on him, he looked all stressed. And of course, he must be tired. He's walked, after all, 10,000 kilometers across the country. But he has to relax. He has to talk. He has to bring issues, real issues like unemployment, inflation, whatever it is that he wants to focus on.
I have also covered this party and this gentleman, but one thing I've been saying this to Brijesh, a lot of times, what I felt was a lot of people improve in terms of their skill, speaking skill over a period of time. But I think, that is one thing missing in the repertoire of the politics of Rahul Gandhi. He hasn't improved as an orator. If you look at the oratory of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, if you look at the oratory of Narendra Modi, it has improved over a period of time. You hear Narendra Modi in 2001, 2003, 2007, 2014 and now, Zameen Asman ka fark hai. So I think it's just not the problem of he got it wrong. I think it's a problem of command of Indian nuance.
The biggest problem is, Kartikeya, when you start doing this on the spot translation, without being well versed with the other language, these kind of gaffes will always happen.
Correct.
You know, the reason why you don't get the, if you had the command of the nuance or the metaphors, which makes this direct connect from, you know, from your mouth to their heart, that kind of connect is missing.
correct.
And the second thing is that, you know, we spoke about Rajiv Gandhi, we spoke about Narendra Modi. What happens also, Karthik, is that if you get into a position of power, you know, then your level of interaction increases a lot. Then you are not confined to meeting 10 friends of yours. You know, you meet 500 people at every given hour. That exposes you to 50 other realities. Many people felt that 2004 to 14, one of the biggest lost chance was that Rahul Gandhi never took up the ministry.
It's time for, you know, I agree, but you know, the big point here is India's lingua franca is not English. You know, it's Hindi and other regional languages.